Hey folks, in this episode of the Homestead Garden, we're going to be planting some carrots in a container garden. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hanson. And this is the ongoing Homestead Garden series because it is spring and it is time to plant. Lots of planting. Now, I've been planting a lot of vegetables in the greenhouse in those bus tubs, but some deep root crops you cannot plant in those 7-inch high bus tubs. They need deeper soil. So I pulled out a couple of deep containers and we're going to be planting some carrots today. So let's go in and plant some carrots. Now you can use 5-gallon buckets for these if you have them, whatever deep container you have available. I have a container that the plant has, well, it died. So I'm going to go ahead and plant a Scarlet Nantes carrot. These are the carrots that came from my food bank. And these carrots, if I let a couple go to seed, I can harvest the seed, put them in that cellophane Ziploc bag that they came in, and save them for a future planting. So let's get these planted. I've got 2 buckets here. One is bigger than the other, so it'll give some carrots to grow really large. In the meantime, I'm going to fill up this little bucket with a little bit more soil. And these carrots are hard to space, but as they come up, you can thin them out because they do need room to grow. Those carrot seeds are tiny. Here, look at these. They are tiny. So I'm going to pour in my hand several. And I'm just going to sprinkle them around and try not to get them too close together. And that's all I'm going to grow in these buckets. It's just carrots. I'm not going to do any companion crops out or in the greenhouse. These are going to have their own containers. Now outside, when I do my sister garden with tomatoes and basil and sweet peppers, of course I have the carrots to go with them because the tops of the carrots are a natural pest repellent to the particular pests that like to eat on your tomatoes. So they're a good plant to grow around the base of your tomatoes. And also when I grow my tomatoes, I like to grow a basil plant, a sweet Thai basil right on each side of the tomato plant, because as the tomato's growing, it really takes in some of that flavor from the basil, and all those tomatoes are so good. And of course, between each basil plant is either a sweet pepper or a hot pepper. So I'm just going to top this with a thin layer of soil on both. Not required much. And then I've got my label I already made for one. And I gotta make another label for this other one. I didn't expect to be planting 2, but I found that other pot. I think, nah, I'll plant 2 things of carrots because, well, we love carrots. So we're gonna write carrots and Nantes. What did I say they were? Scarlet Nantes. Scarlet Nantes, the variety. And the day I planted them. That way we can keep track of what's growing, what's not growing, and they're going to have a great advantage here in the greenhouse because I do come in here and I water the greenhouse every single day. Okay, let's put the carrots. Now these carrots, they come in this neat little Ziploc cellophane bag, so it preserves them for another planting. Now I grew a bunch of carrots out in the garden last year and they're still growing out there. They just didn't get big enough to harvest. It must be because of the cool weather. So let's put these in a spot that they're going to get some sun. Let's put them right down here. Got to take that to the garbage. I want to move my milk can over here. Well, let's move it right here. And here's one. And here's the other. And of course, I just water it in. So I want to thank you guys for joining me here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm in the garden series, the Homestead Garden series, as we were planting the Scarlet Nantus carrots in deep buckets. You know, anybody can plant in these container gardens, no matter if you have a high-rise apartment with a little deck or even a little patio in the city. I've had some really good experience in the past growing carrots in containers, big flower pots, and man, those carrots came out big and yummy. So there's an idea for you. I'm your host, Jerry Hanson. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm in the Homestead Garden series. If you guys want to keep up on what I've been producing, just simply subscribe and click that bell icon that will alert you to new videos as I upload them. Also, please click that share button and share my videos on your social media platforms. It really helps introduce our little homestead to the world, to your world. And also give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and we'll see you guys in the next adventure. All right? Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.